letting those turtles they manually put out there on the stage. We were actually being slaughtered right there in front of us. Whether somebody did malicious thing to take my name out, that's up to them. But the deal is, the gadgets is a great thing to use, but it has a lot of malfunctions, a lot of hiccups.
Yes.
Was being experienced with it. Some places they did not have password for many hours. Some places apparently the gadget was not picking up the what is it called, the network really well. Yeah. You know, some places they only had one gadget, while the line was almost 700 to 1,000 people for one gadget. So it was just a very big mixture. And then one of the biggest things that really disappointed me the most is that some people were given gadgets to go with at homes to vote. So gadgets was being sold to people. I personally was approached for a lot of money to be given a gadget, but I was approached by two people that was sitting on the stage at the place over there at Tomboya. But you know, I declined it.
You wanted things to go straight.
I wanted things to go straight. It was a lot of money being needed too. A lot of money, a good chunk of money.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow.
So it is true. I'm not lying. I was approached, and where we met, if there's CCTVs, you know, I can look.
For you to say that on air, it's like
I'm not afraid to say that on here, because those are the leaders that are going to be picking leaders to serve Kenyans.
Yeah.
And so if I was approached and my bid was too small and I declined giving money, so who else gave money out there?
So in this case, the paper voting could have been even much better.
The paper voting could have been much better.
Yeah.
But I heard that some people were given the app, you know, and they were given the login, and so they could log in. But to me, I was going to be sold for 3 tablets to use somewhere, anywhere.
And that would have been a lot.
Yeah, we could have just been there putting in people's IDs. I was approached, and I was given a bid for a lot of money. And I'm not ashamed to say this. That's why I am candidly saying that it is a big scam of what happened yesterday.
Yes.
And I'm not afraid to say that.
Yeah.
I'm not afraid to say that I was approached to be given a gadget that was being used for nomination. And then I was supposed to return them. They were supposed to be picked when we were done with them.
Kudos for being straight. That really is how, at least I think we can start from there for good leadership, for everyone else to emulate that kind of a thing. It's so tempting.
It's so tempting.
I'm really surprised that you decided to just let it go.
I have.
Yes.
So think about it. You have an MC, you give this already lineup, you know what I mean? And unfortunately, you know.
How much were they asking for really?
So they came discussing about how we could access the tablets and how we could be given this tablet, and we have a list of registered voters that we can just sit somewhere and log them in and vote, basically vote for people away from your home. And it was about in the millions there, so it was not a little chunk of money, but it was up there. And I was very cautious about that, because we already knew that ODM party has preferred candidates. Yes. So why continue wasting money and losing money, you know? And while
so that was some kind of conmanship.
There's a lot of cartels into this, starting from definitely the upper office coming down to the lower levels. Okay. There's a lot of cartels in it. When we hear cartels, it is true. You know, people like me, sometimes I don't know how to differentiate a cartel and somebody that is truly just okay. But that's why I'm confidently saying that whatever happened in the nomination yesterday was a scam. I'm confidently saying that because I could have been part of that scam if I took the 3 tablets that I was being offered. So I could have contributed to that scam, but I didn't. I didn't want to.
Yes. I think that's important for you to say. If you just go keeping quiet, then we cannot change our nation.
Right.
As time goes, really.
Right.
I'm really saying that. What are you really now planning for your voters? Are you going to stop the good things or the many things that you are doing for the voters?
You know, I good to people along the way of this, but as I said, I believe we talked a few weeks ago or months ago when you guys invited me into your channel, and I had mentioned to you that I was not entering into this to look for a job, in Kisumu here, and two in Turkana. I already do things that are bringing good health. I have a hospital that serves the Kisumu people, you know what I mean? And so I'm already an investor in this city, and I want to continue exercising those things. I want to continue focusing on the things that I wanted to expand through the platform of Kisumu County Women Representative. Okay. I wanted to expand these services to other sub-counties. So we're just going to continue creating partnerships in some of these sub-counties and continue the work that I was desiring to do.
Really, you're even working?
Maisha project. We already serving Kenyans. Yes. I have some most vulnerable girls from Homa Bay living here in Kisumu that I serve. I have 5 girls from Turkana living in big numbers. I want to thank everybody that trusted me with your vote yesterday to vote for me as Kisumu County Women Representative. I want to encourage you that we are all winners. Because you came out to vote for me, you are a winner. Because I believe that me running for Kisumu County Women Representative was already a platform of winning. Yes. So as we continue going on with our journeys, and as we continue partnering with the services that we have to do in Kisumu to make Kisumu a better place, I am asking all my voters to stay in touch. I gave you guys my number for a Beto Network Foundation. It is 0756 333 888. Please keep that number with you and stay connected, because we want to continue serving you as a Kenyan, as a Kisumu person, and also as a person now that I can call my friend. I want to serve you, I want to work for you, and I want to continue making sure that your communities are lifted and empowering you to transform your own community. So thank you so much for trusting me with your vote, even though it was a big scam on us, but thank you.
So kindly give some advice. We've seen people shedding tears, crying.
Don't call these people rulers. They stood for something. So.
But do they know that they stood for something? Why should they cry?
I know.
Tell them something.
I just want to encourage anyone. If you lost, let me join the camp of saying losers. If you lost, there's always just one person that has to win. But take heart. Continue with life. Don't fall into depression. If you need a shoulder to lean on, I am here. If you need somebody to talk with, I am here. Please call and talk to me. Do not fall into depression, because leadership, you can still continue leading, whether you have a title of politics or not, or a politician or not. You can still continue leading. So for me, I'm going to continue serving the Kisumu people like I have been serving them. I just wanted to expand my services. For you to run for an office, there's something you've seen about Kisumu that you wanted to run for. And perhaps there's something you are doing to contribute to a better life of Kisumu. So I would encourage you to continue doing what you've been doing. What prompted you to lead, and what prompted you to run for the office, on any office you ran for, whether it's an MCA, MP, women rep, or governor, or senator, any position you ran for, what prompted you to run for that? I would encourage you to continue doing those services you had in your mind that you are going to do for the Kisumu people. Continue doing it. Use creativity to lobby for funds and start serving people in a small way. Just start serving them and make sure that you are exercising those things you are promising your voters that you're going to do. And the best place to begin, start directly serving the people who voted for you. Start there.
A shoulder to lean on for anyone who feels that maybe he or she has already lost in an unfair way or even in the right way. Thank you. That's KDR TV. Till next time, thank you.
So I have a 7-point agenda, not 9, just to refresh that a little bit. But this 7-point agenda, there are things that I've been doing. So there are services that I've been offering. So nothing is going to drop. I'm going to still continue investing in the lives of the Kisumu people and beyond, as we've been doing, Nothing is going to change. But the biggest one we want to carry along is in terms of sports, and for the youth empowerment, we want to continue with that. for the women and youth. But one of my greatest one that actually we are still continuing with as we speak is what I'm calling Run for Life Marathon. We have a big marathon coming up in June 18th here in Kisumu. To create awareness for sickle cell disease, and that is under the agenda of my health. Yes. And when we do this marathon, my goal is to provide for over 100 households NHIF insurance, so their children living with sickle cell can be covered, because this is a very forgotten disease here in Kenya. And I want to make sure that we are making a lot of noise about this disease, so that the Kenya government can do something and serve the people living with sickle cell better than they are being served right now. So on June 19th, we are going to have a marathon here to create awareness for that. And my goal is, as I said, provide up to 100 households with NHIF. An average of a household in Kenya is perhaps 5 people or more, but an average is 5. So that means that on the day of Run for Life, I am going to be providing health insurance for at least 500 people of Kisumu, because 100 households can be equivalent to 500 or more.
Yeah, that's very huge.
Yes,
and a big plan for the people.
So I'm going to ask of people of Kisumu, if you have talent for running, come out and register. Right now, we are already opened up for registration. It is runforlifemarathon.org. Go to our website and register, or go to our Facebook or Instagram. It is Run for Life Marathon. No, it's Maisha Run for Life, and register there, or just friend us on Facebook.
Thank you very much. That was Abito Network. If you want to talk about being a good loser, then I think you can talk about Abito Network. And being a good loser is still as good as being a winner. And what she has really said there is something worth